Hello, I am Bentham and welcome back to Factorio Living with Biters. And in the previous episode we sorted out all of this stuff here. We got some passages going through the middle of the base and some conveyor belts and stuff to make the place more biter friendly, and it seems to have worked. There's been no more recent attacks, and even if there are, we've got systems in place to try and sort of stop them as they happen. So yeah, that's pretty good. And what we're going to now work on is oil. So first of all, we need to make sure that we are sort of fully supplied on everything we can be. So let's wander into the base for a second, to our little airlock there. See if we can do some resupplying. Just sort of get everything up to the sort of my optimum amount of stacks, which is 5 of iron, 4 of copper, 3 of steel. And I guess we'll get some gears and stuff as well. So there we go, just hoovering up the copper off the line. We've taken one more. No, I don't want that one. Go. There we go. Yeah, that's fine actually. That doesn't go anywhere. It probably should. It was originally going to, and then I changed my mind about the whole system. Right, gears we could do with supplying on. Also science is happening, which is why we need to rapidly get on with the oil and the blue science and stuff, so we can get that ready for when we run out of other research to do. We want to be able to launch straight into the blue science once the green science is done, possibly have a little bit of a handover period while we build up the blue science production and stuff, as I like to do. Gears are running a little bit low here. I'm taking all of them. I just want to get 2 stacks because I know I'm going to be using a lot for all the random buildings and stuff. We're going to be making chemical plants. Let's make a couple now because that probably makes sense, which means I have to go resupply everywhere. Actually, they've used barely anything. What are they made of? Oh, it's just very little anything. 20 iron, 7.5 copper, 5 steel. It's nothing. Oh, we have our... Oh, bit of attack there. Where was that? That was over there. This guy here. Oh no, the system's failed. Right, what do we do? How do fix... Oh, he's gone over there. Wait, which one is it? Is it that guy? I think it's that guy. There we go. Okay, the system, a little bit of a hiccup, but it fixed itself. So there we go. We will slowly take damage. Once we get logistics and stuff sorted, that will no longer be an issue. But yeah, eventually they should get pushed around to an area where they can just run straight through to where they want to actually go. So that should be absolutely fine and dandy. One last thing I'm going to do. Got a bit of ore here that I don't want. Put that away. We've got too much wood and stuff at the moment. Let's put that coal there. It's probably a good idea to have some coal with us though, because we need that for plastic production. I think there's some coal nearby too where we're setting up the oil, but it's always a good idea to have some of the stuff handy to make sure that you can get a bit of production going. If nothing else, I can mix some plastic and then like carry it over. I don't know. I mean, we'll probably have it transported by belt. If there's anywhere belts can get through, I can't get through here, which is actually unusual. Usually you have issues with getting belts through, but you can always run through just fine. Well, I guess it was a particularly dense area of biters there. I've sort of forgotten where I put the oil stuff, because it's been a little bit. Because I was working on the walls and stuff. This was set up a little bit ago. I think it's somewhere in this direction. Hang on, right? We can look at the. Oh no, I'm completely off course. Yeah, the oil stuff is all here. Oh, there it is. Okay, not completely. Just partially off course. We need to go slightly north and then just go due east. And there it is. There's our refinery, currently doing absolutely nothing because we haven't set it up yet. Let's make some pipes and stuff. Clear some trees around the place just to make sure we've got plenty of room. We're going to want to encase this in walls, which I realise now I forgot to actually bring any walls over. Well, I've got 5, but that's nothing. So yeah, this is our starting refinery, and we'll go up from here. I want to be able to expand it either way. I mean, there's limits because there's worms and bases and stuff everywhere, but they've not attacked it yet. That's always a good sign. But yeah, we can just I guess we'll be putting the power poles here. That's how I usually set it up. So it's connected up like that. And what we want to do is go and connect up some oil to it. There we go, with yet more science. I'm not sure how much we have left. I'm just sort of clicking on stuff and then getting back on with the work right now. But we've got this bit of oil production over here. This all looks happy and good. Well, I mean, a pump jack has a hard time looking happy. But this one probably is, though that depends on what makes a pump jack happy. If they like to pump oil, then this one is now going to be having a whale of a time. Bring it over. Oh, no, I've lined it up wrong. It would be nice if the developers would put in a system so that you could auto-place pipes by running along, because at the moment, if you do that, you end up like that, and that's... what use is that? There's no point. And they've done it with power poles, so we know it's doable, and it would make things a lot easier when it comes to placing the underground pipes, because you have to get it just right, you have to work out where it stops and then go back one to put it in, and like so. One more this way, and then we'll put a corner on it. I don't know if that'll line up alright. It doesn't look like it will, but we'll see. I mean, it could just go underground and dodge the biter bases. That's the plan anyway. I bet it won't line up, because they never do. Of course not. Okay, so what we can do, get rid of that, put this in there, and that one goes to there. Just put 2 pipes in, that makes it work out again. And then we can just get this pipe going over to here. And hopefully this won't bother any biters. They may get annoyed by this thing here. I don't know, we'll find out. At the moment we'll just leave it. If later on a biter attacks it, then we know we need to do something about it. But there we go, we're refining oil. That was easy. What we now need to do is get it into tanks, or get it into chemical plants, and so on and so forth. So what I would usually do is have like a big, like 4 tanks for heavy oil, 4 tanks for light and petroleum, and then I might extend it so there's like 12 of each in a nice 9x9 grid of 2x2 tanks, which you will have seen before in some other series that I've done. But I feel this time like setting up a system that doesn't keep any heavy or light oil in storage. I like the sound of that. We do want to still set it up so it's scalable like it usually is, so we're going to put this thing in here. As if there is another refinery there, so we can work out sort of more accurately the positionings of the pipes and stuff. So this is what we got to work with. We got to expand it from here. Actually, I might reverse these. Now I think about it, yeah, let's do that. Because we want the petroleum gas sticking out more for reasons. I don't know what reasons. We'll see. Put these in like this. I've done that backwards. What have I done there? I really confused myself for a second. So this is going to go there. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. That shouldn't be there at all. Have we now got the wrong liquid in here? Yes, we do. That could end horrifically. Alright, I think that's fixed it. Never mix liquids. I think it goes horribly wrong. That's the thing, like I know just from being told and just from guessing what's going to happen that mixing liquids is a horrific idea and will result catastrophically, but I've never actually done it. So, I don't know, but I just assumed that it would go horribly wrong if I tried to mix them. Okay, so here's my thinking. We have the heavy oil go straight into cracking plants. Though we'll leave a space for lubricant production to siphon it off before, first, whatever. Mixing words again. It only ends in confusion. Oh, what we also need is water, so I think I will get a pump delivering water. If I can find the item, there it is. And we're just going to run up here, stick it in a random spot. That'll do. And then get it pumped back up. We're going to need a bunch more pipes. So we'll get on with crafting those, and so that I have something to do while these craft, I'm going to craft them one by one. So I could do that. Bring it down. There we go with that. And then here. And then there we go, we're here already. Slightly awkward positioning. It would have been nice if it was one over. I did try and do that, but there wasn't any room with the corner. We could do some light here actually. Let's put some lights around the place. There we go, we can see. Sight is awesome. Okay, so for now the water can just come straight through here, but I guess I'll just sort it out when I actually know where water goes in, because I always have issues with not knowing which one of these two the water goes into when you have advanced oil processing, so I just leave it. Right, so this is a water pipe. What we'll do, I'm just going to have some normal pipes so that we can siphon off from here, leave a little gap. So now we do this, and this is oh yeah, cracking isn't a thing yet. Probably should have thought of that. Well, whatever, we can sort of set up the system anyway. So it would be like that, something like that. Actually, I think we can compress this down a fair bit. Can we get it that compressed? I think we can. Because the oil is going directly in. But then you have to consider that there is extra light oil coming in, so we do need to expand it a bit. I think we can maybe get away with 2. Let's test the pipes. Let's put them in, even though there's nothing to pipe, and see if it works, because I like to make this as compressed as possible, just to be nice. So I forget which bit what comes out of, as usual. Now there is a problem, I think. Is there? Well, there's a bit of a problem because I've done this like in reverse. Need some normal pipes as well, just to place around. So what I'm thinking is that. No, that doesn't work. It has to be 3, to fit everything in without having the pipes mixing and horrific things happening. That's fine. All we need to know is that it needs to be 3, because I know I can do 3. So at this point we have the petroleum gas, and this is going to actually go into a tank. So we can build a tank. Is in a fluid tank. We're not at tanks yet, and I don't know if it might run over a bite or it might end badly. So yeah, that's your petroleum gas tank. We can just pipe this down. We're going to include a lot of underground pipes in this design, because otherwise we'll block biters and they'll get angry and destroy everything. But yeah, there we go. We have petroleum gas tanks. The only issue now is that we do need to put the heavy and light oil somewhere, or no more petroleum gas will be produced. So I guess we will set up the basic structure, except I don't know which bit does what. Okay, what we'll do... This could cause issues later, maybe, possibly. But I'm going to make tanks for now for the heavy and light oil. And it's just going to be a temporary thing. Just put them in there. We can get some underground pipe stuff going. We'll send it over this way, I guess. That works out alright. We'll get pipe, put it in there. So there we go, we now have heavy and light oil tanks, which means the petroleum gas is free to be continually produced. The only limiting factor now is either the rate that the refinery goes or the pump jack, whatever. So now we can work on plastic and sulfur. So let's just check. I'm pretty sure plastic is petroleum gas and coal, and sulfur is petroleum gas and water. So that's fairly simple. We do need some coal. Let's see what's around. There's some there, and there's some there as well. So we've got 2 supplies if one doesn't work out or runs out. So let's go over and do that. Let's go and build a couple of mining drills on the thing. I guess 2 will do for now, just to get it going. We will need to bring the power over, so we do have some power poles right here. So let's just clear a bit of tree away to put this in. I doubt the biters will ever want to knock these down. I guess if you cleared away some of the trees from around it, they would never get stuck on it, because they could just go around and there'd not be any trees or anything in the way either. And here is the coal. So we'll just clear a space around here. Now there is of course the issue that it is covered in biter bases, but I see plenty of exposed coal that we can make use of. So it should not be an issue, at least in the short term. In the long term we may run out of coal, at which point it does become a problem. But yeah, there's a couple of different spaces we can make use of. Let's see about putting one in here. Let's clear a bit more away in terms of trees. Okay, so I guess that, because we can't go in any further, so we'll put that there, and then I guess we can make use of the little bit that's left with this one, and we'll just put the big power pole like here, not there because it doesn't power either of them there. There we go, it powers one of those. Right, we now have these both running. We can get the conveyor belts coming along. Where do we want to go? I guess we want to go through this bit here, and then we'll work it out from there. We might have a slightly separated bit for the plastic. Put it like there or there. That seems like a good idea. Because as we learned with our base design, we want to keep things modular in the design. Well, that's not really the term. Separated, basically. We want to keep them in separate sections to each other, so that because if we build anything too big, then the biters will just start trying to go through it instead of around it. That's the issue, and it shouldn't be too much of a problem. There is a fair few open spaces we can make use of. So I guess we will transport the coal through here anyway, just because it is a good place to go. But then it's going to carry on a little bit more to its own little section, and then we'll work it out from there. We are running out of iron. I probably should have brought more, or just crafted more belts before I set off, and pipes. I don't know why I didn't craft more pipes. I think I did have a good few underground pipes handy, but I probably should have just made more. You need a lot. Crude oil is completely built up here, so it looks like one pump jack is enough right now to keep that going. So where from here? We also want the water to come along, but I guess there's some water right here, so we can just get this coming along, though I don't know how it lines up with that yet. Well, sulfur's not as urgent. I think plastic is the most important thing, because you need it for advanced circuits and so on. Ultimately, you do need sulfur to make the batteries, so that will have to happen. We have a bit more time for that, I guess. I don't know. I do plastic first. I always do plastic first. That's just how I do it. So yeah, we want to pipe the petroleum gas over here, I think, or down. Let's go down here. Oh, this is actually a fairly open space. It actually leads into an even bigger open space over there, but I think all we'll need is this little bit here. And we'll see what we can do with that. We should have plenty of room. These rocks look like you can do something with them, but they're actually just a bit of the terrain stuff. Right, let's... I was about to, like, just make a line of pipes, but we've got to remember all the issues that we'll have with biters if we just make a massive wall somewhere. There we go with more science. Now this biter is exactly in the way, but I can easily move him. It's a godsend that you can move biters on belts. I mean, it does cause an issue if you're trying to run away from a biter and use a belt to boost, because they also get boosted. And it ends badly for you. Right, let's just get 2 chemical plants for now, and then we'll expand from there. Now, how much does it take for what thing? So you make 2 plastic bars with 1 coal. So we'll have the coal coming in from the back, and the plastic going out the front, I think, just to make that work better. Actually, I think we need to shift this by 1. We'll not do anything with it. We'll put in the chemical plant and work it out from there. This guy is still in the way, so we're just going to move him right over there. So, I think I want that. I think that works out the best. So if we tell that to make plastic, then we can get the pipes going like that. What I'm trying to do is also fit in a conveyor belt. That will work, but I have a different idea. This one should also work, but we'll need to do a bit of messing about with belts. I think, yeah, we'll mess about with the belts rather than anything else. So we'll tell it to make plastic, and then we can have 2 inserters here. Basically, we want this to be able to go really fast, because as time progresses, we'll need more and more plastic, and we'll need to increase the production rate by a fair bit, and it helps if we have the infrastructure in already that lets us get some really high-speed plastic production going. So we'll bring this over here now and line it up like that. Actually, I've done it wrong. Also, my ear is really itchy right now, and I'm just going to fix that. So infuriating when your ear's itching and you got a headset on. Okay, so actually I can't do it the way I wanted to. I know what I can do. I can do... It's going to be slightly bigger. But no, I was going to say like have the coal be siphoned off and go here, and then it can be loaded either side. Do we need it to go that fast? I'm beginning to doubt whether I'm wondering if I'm just overdoing it a little bit. We'll just go with this system. We could even compress it a bit if we don't have just a repeating design. So we'll do that. Actually, we'll separate these out a bit so that we can combine the lines and get it even-sided. We need one more belt there. And now we need a lot of power. So I guess we'll just tap into this line over here. That almost, but doesn't quite connect up to that, infuriatingly. But I guess we put it over there, then we can do that. We need to tell this what to do. No, this one. And there we have it. And we also have some signs. Okay, plastic production. It's happening. Okay, so we're out of time for today. I'm just going to stay here to finish it. I don't need to go back to the same place every time. Okay, so we've done a decent job here. We've got oil being processed. We've got it going into tanks of the three things. So those two are temporary. And we set up the basic structure for the cracking process once that is actually ready. And we have plastic production. So we can make advanced circuits now. We just need to get it back to the main base. Or maybe we'll build a new base, like there. That works. We could do that, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll find it in the next episode. We'll also try and sort out sulfur production, get that going as well, so that we have all the basic oil stuff done, and we can focus on getting all the more complex stuff for Blue Science ready, and go from there. So, I shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.